Stay a while and listen.
The goal of this video is to essentially write down all the numbers in order from 0 to 100, but I'm going to do it in an interesting way, in a way that maybe will allow us to see some patterns in the numbers themselves. So let me just start. So I'm going to start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And instead, and we know, of course, that the next number is 10, which I could write down, but instead of doing that, I'm just going to copy and paste all of this. So copy and paste all of that and see what this does for us. So if I do that, how does that help us? Well, we know the next number is 10, which one way to think about it is it's a 1 followed by a 0. What's the number after that? Well, it's 11, which is a 1 followed by a 1. What's the number after that? Well, it's 12, which is a 1 followed by a 2. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Well, that was pretty neat. This next row of numbers, as I went from 10 to 19, looked just like the first ones. So the second number is the same in yellow, but then I added a purple 1 to the front of it. And one way to think about it is each of these numbers, the purple 1 that I added, that represents 10. So 11 could be viewed as 10 plus 1. 12 could be viewed as 10 plus 2. But let's see if this keeps working. So let's take another row of numbers. So let's take another row, my original row. And what do I get to after 19? Well, of course, after 19, we get to 20. So 20, 2, 0, and then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I think you might start to see the pattern here. What are we going to do for the next row? Well, now we're in the 30s. So the first number, 30, is 30 plus 0, 30 plus 1, 30 plus 2, 30 plus 3, which is 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. So just doing that, I think you already see the pattern. The number on the right, we keep going from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the number on the left, if we're in the 10, if we're between 10 and 19, you always have a 1. If you're between 20 and 29, you always have a 2. If you're between 30 and 39, you always have a 3. Now, how can I complete this going all the way to 99 pretty fast? Well, let's just do that. So that's going to be my 40s. I haven't written it out yet. That's going to be my 50s. This is going to be my 60s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 80s, and then I have my 90s right over here. And so this one, we already said this is going to be my 40s. This is going to be my 50s. This is going to be, I'm trying to make sure I use all my colors, my 60s. This is going to be my 70s. And then I have my 80s. And then, of course, I have my let me do a color that I'll reuse the magenta. I have my 90s. So what if I were to just take this? So let me just take this right over here and copy and paste that. So copy, and then let me paste it. So now I have 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, and 91. Now I can do it over here. 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, and 92. And I can do it for each of these now. So that's now 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, and 94. And so when I do that, we see the full pattern. We see the full pattern, and I'm almost done. I'm almost done filling in my numbers from 0 to 99, 49, 59, 69, 79, 89, 99. And if we just want to feel good, we could throw in 100, 100 right over there. And you see that the pattern still holds. We went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we got to 10 followed by a 0. That was pretty neat. What is the missing number? 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106 is the missing number. And then we go 107, 108, 109, 110. So the missing number is 106. That's the number after 105 and before 107. Let's keep going. What is the missing number? Well, if I start at 100, the next number is going to be 101. And then we go to 102, 103, 104, and we go, keep going. This is exciting. What whole number comes right before 105? Well, what whole number comes right before 5? Well, 4. So what number comes right before 105? Well, it's going to be 104. If you're counting after 100, you get 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, and then you go to 105. All right, so they want us to figure out what the missing number is. And we see that they're counting 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 10, and then here they're going from 11 to 20. They're counting all the way up to 120, but there's a missing square here. So this is the number that is one larger than 118 and one less than 120. Well, if I was counting, I'd go 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, and then 120. 19 is before 20, so 119 is going to be before 120. And 19 is after 18, so the number after 118 is going to be 119. Let's check our answer. Let's do one more of these. Well, we've done these a lot already. What number is missing? Right after 7 comes 8, so right after 107 comes 108, and then 109 and 110.